starting with the first position. Guard name in the works. First technique is enter, fall upon the sword when they thrust, follow up with cut. Technique 2, counter to this. You do not thrust and Oberhau. So I will again be the one who does it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. That worked really well. Okay, that's all of sequence 1. Techniques from second position. Gotta remember these. Both come in and both do this, because that's a product that happens. So technique 1, both come in. I realize you're going to do that. I feint and cut from the opposite direction. All right, assuming the opponent is going to block in the obvious direction, I come in, I fake, I stab, variation 1. Or I come in, I fake, I cut from the opposite direction. There could also be the alternative version where you come in, you fake, and cut from the same direction. So those are your options for that first hit. Hit blocks. All right, right? That was a poor feint, but it worked. So, way this plays out, I know you're going to parry this. So I come in, and we can just stand here. I come in with the cut. I fake it to make it come from the other side. You realize that's coming, so you parry to the other side. I hit the sword, and then you follow it up with something. Usually, yeah, the stab is really, really quick from that guard. Nice. That actually worked perfectly. We don't need to take that again. So we did technique, counter. I think there's a counter to the counter. So technique, I come in, you parry. Well, you try to parry. I feint. I cut from the opposite side or stab. Counter, I come in, you fake that parry. I go for the opposite cut. You parry and stab. Counter to the counter, I would have to feint twice. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom.
User joined your chat.
All right, so that was technique, counter, counter to the counter. So now we'll move on to the next sequence. So you take this line, you step to your your left oblique, jump, spin, and cut, and you're aiming for the back of the head. Just do not jump into this if they're like so. That will not be good. All right, so technique 1, I'm not going to hit you, but hold that position. All right, now for counter. Counter 1 is flat parry, follow up with cut from right side. Yes, so flat parry, and then I'm just going to have to use some fancy terminology. What's it called? Reverso. Mandrito. Yep. Mandrito, which means cut from right to left. So, you ready? Remember, it's boom, boom. Okay, here we go. Yep. I was out of distance, but that worked just fine. All right, so that's technique 1. Well, technique and counter. Now, alternate counter is stace. Yeah, back up stab, which is the riskier one. Yep. Are we not dueling? Hang on, let me run up and kick you. Okay, yeah, we are. Sorry. I guess I just missed. All right, so that's technique, counter, counter to the counter. So, oh, no, technique, counter, alternate counters. Is there a counter to the counter on this one? No, there isn't, because it's kind of an all or nothing. If it happens that you do this technique and someone employs a counter, fight at your own discretion. All right, so High Vumtag. All right, you have 2 variations from here. Number 1, and the safer one, is out of distance cut. They will cut for your head, in which case you parry and kick. Attack, feint, they come in, stab. Oh, sorry. A cut out of distance is usually best served for, probably this one and this one are the safest. But the idea is you cut out of distance while advancing to make them think that they can get you. You then step back and do another attack without parrying. It's a void. The alternative technique, yeah, sidestep, where the person comes in. Here, you come in, and then I'll do it. Go ahead. Which is where you sidestep. Very risky, because you have to basically dodge their sword, but yeah. So for them to cut first, or you can preemptively cut, but that's basically it. Okay? So that's technique 1. Then there's technique 2, which we just showed you. Now we're going to show you the counter to technique 1. I organized this really well. Anyway, you walk in at a distance, they cut from above, you parry kick. The counter is to just kick first, because your blow landing on their sword will stun them momentarily. You'll have the kick, and then you fight at your own high Vontag. What?
You're so into this. I love it.